Okay, I'm going to show you an easy way to sharpen or to crisp up an image even after you've HDR'd it, done all your work to it, just to give it a little more snap, a little more pop. What we're going to do is take an image like this, which seems to look fine the way it is. As you zoom into it, you're going to, you could see, there's some detail there. It's not too bad, but it could just pop a little bit more than it is. And it's a nice little technique that I use on most of my portraits even, especially my landscapes. But go ahead and make a copy of your background. What you want to do is make a copy of that, come up to Filter, go to Other, and go to High Pass. Now, depending on how much you put, you could see that if you add too much on the radius, it really starts to sharpen, and see the halo that's going to happen. You don't want to over sharpen, that's for sure. So I usually stick within 10, like around 8 or so, just enough where it doesn't start coming outside of those lines. There we go, even down like this. Now you can see that it'll sharpen all those edges, but not the sky, not inside the trees, not in the smooth areas, but only in the only on the hard lines. Let's give it just a little bit more. Let's try like a 6. Okay. So with that, anytime you do a high pass, you're going to need a blend mode, and I usually go soft light or hard light. You could test them both out, see what looks good. Go with a soft light, and then you could click on and off. You can also do a hard light. Sometimes for buildings, it actually looks better. Soft light I usually use for portraits. A hard light I'll usually use for landscapes. Now we can come in, and now it looks like it's actually sharpened too much. You can see the difference here, which is fine. We're going to fix that in a minute. Before I finish, I'm going to come over here and run a unsharpen mask over this. If you look in here, go a little or a lot. Obviously that's going to be too much. Let's try like around 70. And just click on the preview. You can see how much it's further sharpening. You can almost see people in their apartments over here, their office buildings. So go ahead and don't ever go above 1.2 on the radius, or you'll start to get some bad results. Threshold never touch. Go ahead and hit OK. Now we've got a quite nicely sharpened image, a little too much because you could see the original, which looked good in the beginning. Alright, but then what we'll do is we'll come with the opacity and just back off on the opacity just a little bit, about halfway. And now you've got a nice mixture of unsharpened and high pass, and it creates a beautiful sharpening technique. And that's where I'm going to leave it right about there. But you can see the difference that happens when you use those two techniques. And with that said, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.